Hello viewers, today we are going to talk about how to solve puzzles and how to think in critical positions which will improve your chances to win. Uh, if you get this secret idea and this trick how to think in the critical positions and get slight advantage or find some winning moves or tactical combinations which will lead you to win most of the games. 80% of the games you play are decided by tactics, and I will help you improve them in this video. First, let's have this is very simple position where end game, where these pawns are very weak on the king side, and our king is very active and can run over there and grab all and win simply by promoting our pawns. So let's not waste time on the easy puzzles. Now there's another puzzle. It's a checkmate puzzle. Try to find it. You need to first think how you can attack opponent's king. So first you need to look for checks, captures and attacks. In this position there are several checks queen queen g3, queen h3, queen d6. But d6 and h3 are very stupid or very unlikely because which hangs our queen for free. We will calculate only the reasonable moves such as candidate moves. We will look at queen g3. Queen g3 is a very promising check and looks very good, and we will calculate that king goes there and we can checkmate. Now in this position there is again checkmate in one. You need to be aware of checkmating patterns, and you need to train your checkmating patterns such as corners mate, anesthesias mate, box mate, and you need to know the basic checkmates like with king and queen, uh, king and rook, two bishops versus king, and knight and bishop versus king. So now in this position, this is little complicated position. We need to calculate. We will first look at checks. Now what checks do we have? Let's see. We have queen h3, queen f6, but they are very uh, irreasonable. We have also knight f6, and if we play knight f6 our bishops also open up, and queen h7 is a mate. You need to be uh, you need to understand the visualization and calculate deeper, at least 3 to 4 moves to understand the basic tactics. And now queen h7 mate. Now in this position we can see there are several checks such as queen h7, queen h6, queen g5, queen f7, but one of them leads to mate, that is queen g5. Now comes here a tactic. Sometimes always there will not be a checkmate, there will be some advantage to win material. Now in this position the king and the rook are on the same line and the rook is undefended. If we give check from king from this side of the board, and king has to move and the rook is captured, so the move is rook f4, and you simply win the rook and win the game. And earlier we saw that knight comes here and then queen opens to checkmate. See, by visualizing and by solving more and more puzzles you will get used to this tactical patterns. Now in this position we see that white has promoted to a queen, and we um, black might think to win this queen, but no, there is checkmate. We need to first calculate the checks. This check doesn't work, this check, then king here, and then rook h2 is mate. Now you have to also look for some sacrifices such as rook h7, bishop takes, and queen h6 mate. I am also looking for checks consistently. I looked for checks. This is the only check possible in the position, so I looked at it and it works. Now again it's a check and we win some material. Now you need to be aware here of not capturing the rook because our queen is under attack and this knight is undefended. So first we will capture this with our queen and then continue. Okay. Now you need to see. Now it's a little harder position. You always not might come up with a move simply checkmate or some check you simply might not see. So now in this position we can see some weaknesses. Now in this position we can understand this square is weak. This square is weak because the pawn is pinned. This pawn virtually controls but does not actually control. This square especially h2 is only covered by the king, and a king is blocked off. King cannot move anywhere. His pieces are cramped. So this king side h file is very weak. And if we further calculate some checks, reasonable checks such as queen h2, king f1 and queen h1 is mate. Now it's checkmate into again queen f7, king h7, queen h7. Now you need to look for some sacrifices. Now always see, there are two checks, queen here and rook takes. One of them is a very great sacrifice. Can you find it? Yes, it's rook a6 check. The only response that the black has is pawn takes, and then we move our queen in and it's a checkmate. Now we will stop here. Today's tactical patterns we will stop here, but I want to say something important to you, that even in some critical positions you need to always look for checks, captures and attacks. If you keep on practicing this, you will eventually understand most of the tactical patterns, and you need to practice fork, spin, skewer, checkmating patterns, basic checkmates with queen and king, queen king, queen rook and bishop, double bishop and knight mate. If you daily train at least 10 puzzles or 20 puzzles, it's enough for your tactical awareness. You can win 50% of your more than 50% of your games just by understanding the tactics more deeply, and there are several tactics. I will share you another video, and to get more videos, stay tuned to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. This is the last puzzle of the day. Can we see there are no checks in the position. This rook is hanging, but if you take the rook, our queen is gone. So we can take the bishop, create a threat of queen, and queen comes with a check and we take the rook. This is a bit complicated, you need to visualize it. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.